Hi, it's Chris with Implied Music, and I'm at the piano today because I want to show a specific piano piece, a little piece I've written for myself, kind of as an etude in polymeters, in interference of periodicity. I've got the camera overhead so we can see what the hands are actually doing. And this will be of particular interest to pianists because I think by the end of the lesson, you might be able to play this piece yourself. It's just on white keys. It sounds very beautiful and is simple. It's just not easy. Okay, let's try this. Now, I'm going to show it from above first, and it's actually a fairly straightforward sound musically. The right hand never differs. It's playing an inverted D minor triad. Now, once you get that in your ear, everything else follows from there. Now I'm going to shift from using my thumb on the A to using my second finger, and you'll see why in a moment. Because now the left hand comes in over the top. Now I can easily play myself a ninth or a tenth with my left hand. You may not be able to do that, but you don't have to do them at the same time. All you really have to do is go from the bottom to the top. Now you can see that that's 2 notes, and this is 3. Now the very first thing to try is to do those at the same time. And you can hear it makes a 6-beat phrase because the lowest common multiple of those two things is 6. Now at the same time it doesn't sound as good because you get these strong dissonances, but what if I alternate hands? I go so what I'm doing is left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. That's the pattern. And I'm going to move the left hand through different shapes to get the piece of music. Let me play you the whole piece, and then we'll kind of break it down, maybe actually learn to play the whole piece. Okay, here's the whole thing. That's sort of the short version of it. And you can see the left hand has a moving bass line. The bass line descends, and then we shift up a position and we go back to where we started. So it's a simple A, B, modified A form. This right hand never changed. So what is the left hand doing? Well, it starts off with a ninth, D up to E. And you can see the E in the middle of that gives us an interesting melodic sound. The resultant interference of periodicities gives us a melody. And now the left hand goes down to C, nothing else changes. And now the left hand goes down to B flat and C. Again, it's a ninth. B flat and C. The right hand never changes. And now the interference of periodicity gives us a little melody with these notes. And now the little finger down to A, it's a tenth. It's a bit of a leap. You have to kind of make a little rainbow arc from bottom to top. And the melody didn't change, but the bass note changed. So altogether, D, C, down to B flat, and down to A. Let's just do that again. now it's time to make the left hand pop up. The right hand isn't going to change, but when the left hand lifts from A, it doesn't go back to D. This time it goes to F. So now the F and the G, again, a ninth. And as you can see, the G on the top is now a second away from the top note, F. So we get another resultant melody with the G on the top. So I went F, G, E, G. Of course, it happens 3 times. Let's listen to that sound again. F, G, maybe 4 times. E, G, and then back to D. And then to sort of cap it off, I'll do the B flat C, A, C. The whole thing has an arc to it, and it never really kind of leaves that feeling of D, Aeolian minor. I said it was all white keys. Of course, we do have a B flat, don't we? But we're in D, Aeolian minor. We could do this in almost any key, and yet what's exciting and important about it is the way the stable elements, this 3, interact with the fluid elements, the 2. I mean, just this sounds pretty cool. I like that bass line. Down to C. Down to B flat. Okay, here we go up to F. That's a lot, and if you're not an accomplished pianist, you won't be able to do it right away. Now, what if you want to build towards being able to pull something like this off? Well, you've got to start really simply. And honestly, I think 3 and 2 is maybe the simplest way to begin. And I love using triads and then maybe open intervals against that. And that's essentially what I've done here. So let's say you want to start practicing this kind of thing. Well, what if I take something simple like this G triad? And let's do it in the left hand. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The right hand's going to come in over the top, and I'm going to use my thumbs, because why not? And the right hand will just do 2 notes. That's a G and an E. And you can see the E is kind of the wild card note there. It's not in the G triad. It's a G6 chord. All right, here we go. Easy and a beautiful sound. This is giving us G6 vibes, but it's giving us also a little melody as well. My teacher used to call this modal saturation, and I like that expression a lot. And I could also move the right hand around if I wanted. So here's this, and I'll do, and now I have a 4-note pattern in the right hand against a 3-note pattern in the left. Lowest common multiple is 12. Here we go. Interesting. Well, I mean, it takes a little bit of like focus and concentration to pull this off. I think the very first exercise I ever did, I was wondering how can I do this, was I took 2 fingers, put them on black keys so I could really see what I'm doing, 3 fingers, put them on those white keys, and just try this. You can hear 6, right? Now let's drum them, we'll alternate them. Now let's try 3 fingers in the right hand and 4 fingers in the left. Again, black keys, right? Let's do it down here. It's a little thicker. So 3, 4. Pretty dissonant, but you can hear the 12. Now let's drum them. That'll definitely clear the room. Let's go back and play our beautiful example of 3s and 2s. Remember the D minor chord, and then the D and the E, the C and the E, the B flat and the C, the A and the C. I mean, if you're a guitarist, you've probably already thought to yourself, well, what if I had my thumb doing 2 notes, and then if I was finger picking 3 different strings in my right hand, I could get a 2 against 3 going. Well, you could. Finger picking, you can generate these same kinds of patterns. And if you have more than a couple of people in the band, imagine, polymeters parsed out around, your group. I mean, it's fascinating and really good for independence of fingers and just a kind of a brain challenge. Also terrific for your ear as you hear these modally saturated textures. There's a lot of notes from the D minor Aeolian scale all at once there, and yet it sounds kind of beautiful, I think. Well, I hope this has been useful. Like and subscribe and ding the bell, as we like to say, and I'll see you next time.